in the top left, playing is Greenfinger for team. I actually don't know which way around these are. We've got Deekus here as well. Snaek over on the left hand side. They are playing on Knife Fight in the phone booth. This is Groove Nations Week 2. And we're gonna see how this goes. Valder, so we saw Valder already in this, and Valder seemed not that strong actually. But in the hands of Deekus, we'll see how much they can make Valder work. Snaek is Team USA. Okay, so Snaek over on the left representing Team USA, and over on the right hand side we have those around. Alright, so we got Greenfinger going from the left versus Deekus coming in from the right. They have a knight up here, so Valder, and actually interestingly Valder hasn't put any kind of like attack pressure on, so we're not going to see a super early skeleton come out, probably a turn 5. And just a sword going forward, being aggressive, and a sword going aggressive on this side. So Snaek able to get a punish, gonna get a couple free kills here. Ooh, is this gonna be an extra kill? No, this sword just sitting up here on the mountain. Very safe. Valder, ooh, return fire comes forward, but not actually going to get a huge amount of benefit from that kill. Obviously killing something's nice, but was going to have groove at the end of that turn anyway. Ooh, this sword is just going to sit here. I guess it's kind of a bait for this dog to hit it and get retaliated on, but ooh, the thief comes in for the steal. Nicely done. There you go. Thieves can be absolutely brutal on this map. We did in fact see a game where a thief stole from the opponent's stronghold and that person could not do anything about it. Ooh, the merfolk coming in from downtown.
Rise from your
getting
grave.
some really nice damage done, but the thief will escape and return safely to that hideout. But Deekus does not care. Deekus is putting on all of the pressure down south. Thief runs back, gets the steal. Merfolk comes in, actually, oh, with the assist from the sword, going to put a lot of pressure on this Merfolk in the center. That might actually have to retreat. We shall see. That said, Deekus does have an opportunity here. This Merfolk could run back and crit this sword, which so gets the kill, and this dog can follow up. Probably a heavy amount of damage to this Merfolk. Will it go down? It will! Beach tile defense looking real bad for that. Now Deekus got a couple of knights up here with the mage. RP retaliation from Snaek in the top left, but that mage is gonna bully that RP away, and we just got a big fight between Valder and Greenfinger in the south. Both players looking to kind of bully their opponent's commander out, but neither of them wants to back off yet, and Greenfinger has groove.
Rise from your grave.
Alright, sword goes down. Probably gonna see another sword go down. Yep, and yeah, Valder, you know, you can just keep tossing swords away. Ooh, the knight crit sneaks through. That knight will, however, die for that. There are 2 spears here. They are in attacking range. So, kills the enemy knight, but Snaek, yeah, they're gonna get a knight kill for that. Bam. Ooh, it lives. Barely, but it lives. 3%. And this one does as well, although, you know, Flagstone has that great advantage. You do not lose a sword that's sitting on Flagstone to a commander hit. Normally it will kill, but not in this. Oh, nicely done. Picks off the Harpy, and now these knights can do a lot more work. There are still spears to be, you know, afraid of, but Deekus, they're putting on the pressure. And, you know, this thief, obviously a great comeback tool, but that's really what it is. It's a comeback tool, like, and if you're so far behind, like, you can get to the point where, like, you know, you can't even come back. So
Nature will claim.
we're gonna see what Snaek goes for here. Just builds a wall. Gonna make his opponent pay for it. And what will Deekus do? Just gonna advance forward. Doesn't hit anything with the archer. Would have thought it would hit a vine at least, but decides not to go for anything.
Rise from your
Alright,
grave.
we got more rising from graves. I'm just gonna knock that village down. Deekus just kind of backs off a little bit. Puts the dog in the forest. I guess they just don't want to let Snaek have that forest tile for free. Ooh, mage crit comes in. Now they're just going to put a ton of pressure on. Ooh, that's a really good hit on that merfolk. Really nice kill on that. Oh, the finisher! Gets the kill. And ooh, the big hit on the archer too. That's a ton of damage, and these vines are putting in so much work. And Snaek is pushing back Deekus. They are behind, but not for the rest of this game. Alright, we see Merfolk goes down. And Valder, he's gonna be a one-man army. Like, he can build up a lot of stuff if he wants to. And wow, Deekus is just being very aggressive here. Just constantly pushing, and they build a golem. They have the money for it, so that's actually, this makes a lot of sense. You damage your opponent's units, and then suddenly your golem can just kind of mop up, like nothing can contest it. So I see what the plan is. I like the plan. It's a bit risky, but you know, we'll see if they can make it work. And yeah, this mage lives is pretty huge because, you know, no follow up from this sword to go further. You know, Snake's got this steel building groove on Greenfinger again. There's a lot of groove charge in the center. But that's true of Valder as well. Valder is constantly spitting out swords. Oh, big harpy hit. Onto Greenfinger, who's standing on a river tile.
Rise from your grave.
We're going to see more rising from graves. Sword crit follow up. That's nice. Big chunk of damage. Heals up the archer a bunch. Alright, could go either way. Deekus putting in some work. Greenfinger has to back off. And nothing can hit the harpy just now. And actually, this thief has nowhere to return to because the hideouts are so contested. So Snaek, they're actually going to have to push on a front if they want to get this money. Ooh, nice hit. Also, actually, there was a crit from the knight. There's a ton of damage. Golem's gonna walk forward, deal a big chunk of damage too. And here, Deekus just keeps pushing forward, keeps getting kills. Valder with the groove. Keep pushing forwards. Building up that army. Getting that unit count. They have had an economy lead all game at this point, really. Oh, but archer crit, that does a ton of damage to that golem. They're just being smart here. They do not want to let their opponent push forwards at all. We may even see Greenfinger vines come in to trap the golem. Nope, we're not going to see that just yet. We're going to pull back. Not allow their opponent to get too many more hits. But this side down here is really vulnerable. Archer can do a whole bunch of damage. Potentially open up a kill on this.
Rise from your grave.
Here? I think so. I think a sword crit will kill. Oh, 2%. Very close. But the sword follow-up will finish it. Spear on spear action. From flagstone against the roads. Tile, spear, gonna do a lot of damage. And now Deekus actually beginning to run low on time, so they're gonna have to play a lot faster going forwards. And Snaek has like a good 7-minute lead on the clock. Let's see how this goes. Are they going to, you know, time out their opponent? They just kind of have to hold on and not die. The onus is on Deekus to finish this game. But I do actually think Deekus could just continue pressing forwards. I think they could actually have used these hideouts to try and kind of crush Snaek economically too. We're gonna see here just more and more damage coming in. Deekus has to play fast at this point. I mean, they're gonna continue to do a lot of damage too. It's rough. I mean, this golem should be doing more than it's doing right now. Like, it should really be pummeling this front line. Like, you kind of want your opponent to start throwing stuff into your golem. Even if you lose the golem, if it can deal a whole bunch of damage in return. And it's gonna, you know, get its value. Ooh, big spear crit. But that's also a golem crit in return, so this spear is pretty heavily injured now.
Nature's cry.
Alright, what do we got? We got more vines. Snaek could honestly just play the timeout game now. I think that's what they're gonna go for. And I do feel like Deekus is gonna get timed out because they could have built a thief down here at some point and just gone for steals and really just put a lot of economic pressure on. Oh, the knight comes back, kills that spear.
Rise from your grave.
Rise from grave. What are you gonna do? You're gonna almost take a village out. Ooh, killing the mage. Nicely done. Allows the harpy to come forward. But yeah, Snaek just has to play timeout. And they know it. They know that they don't have to press forwards. They can just damage the army up here where they can. Safe kills. Ooh, nice kill on the merfolk. And yeah, Greenfinger can just constantly be building up groove, constantly dropping vines. And in a longer time format, they would probably lose this game, but yeah, it's not looking good for Deekus. They have to play really fast. And I don't even know if they could finish this, even if they really wanted to. Big heal comes in. Is that archer going to go down? It does. Mountain defense does lose a lot of its value when you're looking at injured units. And yeah, we're just seeing Deekus buy more stuff. Of course, chat making a good point. Archers are weaker because it's severe weather. Wow, just sacrificing the sword right there. Oh, it's a road tile. So, yep, that's gonna go down in one hit. Golem. That mage is looking real low too. And now Snaek is pushing on this northern front. Doing a lot of really good work. And actually taking advantage of the fact that their opponent is running low on time and needs to push in. And Greenfinger soul tactics might actually win this. They might win the 1v1. Alright. Unit goes down. Archer goes down. Ooh, nice kill. And so does the sword. So Deekus could win on the southern front. But they've got 2 minutes left on the clock. And they need to play faster than they are right now, which is really tough. Yeah, the knight just comes out. And yeah, Valder is a very grind to win kind of character. And I don't know how well that's going to play out in this kind of situation. Even kills the golem. Gets the return with the thief after how many turns was that? Like 10 turns it took for that thief to get a deposit? But, you know, it did eventually. And yeah, we just got spear buys coming out. And I don't think Deekus can do this. I don't think he has enough time. I think there needed to be more of an economic play earlier on in the game to allow for like a kind of crushing blow win like later game, because like what we saw before this was pushing an advantage but just constantly slamming into the opponent and not really getting a huge amount of ground, when in reality like that golem at the top needed to be doing more damage than it was. There should have been a thief buy at the bottom to secure like more of an economic win. And in the end, Snaek just constantly trades out quite well and pushes a huge time lead advantage of like 7 minutes, I think it was. And they just keep throwing down vines, keep delaying, and they win on timeout. Putting one on the board for Team USA and friends. So, well played.